Alright. Good morning. If you're watching this, you probably read by the title that I was invited by the Chinese government to come to China to show you guys what it's really like, to get to experience it firsthand. And honestly, I am beyond honored to be here, because if it wasn't for you guys, for the support, something like this would have never happened. But before I even go into thanks to you guys, I need to take a step back and realize that the reason I'm here is because me, being a normal person from South London, decided to grab my phone, living in Spain. I said, you know what, I have nothing to lose, but I have everything to gain. I posted a video, it got 1 million views, and not only that, a year after, I'm here today. Sometimes we think that we have to do something now and we have to get a result now, and that's why most of us just give up very, very quickly. And the reason I'm saying this is because the reason I'm here, the reason I've been flown out by the Chinese government, the reason I've been traveling all of China, the reason I've been visiting, sitting down on tables with I don't know, important people that, excuse my ignorance, I don't really know, but I just know they're important people. The reason I've been going to these like luxurious hotels, the reason I've been going is because I decided, like I said, to post a video. And that video changed everything. Like, I'm here because of it. And what happened? How did I even get contacted? So I remember one day I was just chilling on my sofa and I was just going through my TikTok messages. And I never check TikTok messages. I just never do. It's a new feature. Let me say it properly. It's a new feature that they released. And I just checked, and someone messaged me, said, "Oh, hey, we love your video, and the Chinese embassy would like to invite you to China," through a TikTok message. And that person had like 0 followers. I was like, this is some BS. Like, I've always been those things. And I was like, you know what? I was like, And they started to speak to me more about this organization, about they want to award me with a prize. And I was like, why are they gonna award me for a prize? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, I messaged back. I said I'm interested, and they said, oh, let's speak through WeChat or through some other medium. But as soon as they said WeChat, so WeChat is basically like the WhatsApp that they have in China. So over here they have their own social medias, their own like platform. So they don't have a WhatsApp, they have WeChat. They don't have Facebook, they have Daibo or something like that, Weibo. And she messaged me, said, let's connect and speak about it on WeChat. So I did on WeChat, and then it literally just happened fast. She was like asking me just a couple of questions, asking for some images, asking about the visa, telling me to go and get my visa done. And I was like, wait, nah, this must be a scam. And they're like, hurry up, you got your visa, we're gonna fly you out on the 1st of September. And it was like, I literally had like 14 days. I was like, this can't be real. Anyway, I applied for the visa, got everything done. I had the Chinese embassy from Colombia message me in regards to get everything done. And then before you know it, I had my flights. I was like, oh wait. I was like, nah, this can't be. Even I was still skeptical to the last point, that when I got to the airport, I said, let me go slightly earlier just in case this isn't real and whatever. So I gave them the information about my flights and stuff, and they gave me my tickets. And even when I boarded my first flight from Alicante to Madrid, I was still skeptical. I was like, wait, imagine they deny my flight from Madrid to Beijing. And as soon as I got onto that flight, then I realized, Mesa. I realized that actually this is real. And then after that, you know, just that just voice in your head that can't accept anything positive. I was just like, imagine I go there, imagine they're there to sell my organs on a black market. Imagine they're just gonna give me a good experience the first couple of days, and then I disappear. Like, what do I do if I disappear? Like, yeah, the suspect has black hair, slanted eyes, like everyone just looks the same over here. And I started to think all of these crazy things. But luckily we have a group where we have like the leading, I think it was 23 creators in the whole of Latin America and the Caribbean that got invited over here, and I was one of the leading creators which got a gold award. So that's a good sign. So in the group chat, then I saw that someone had arrived first. I was like, okay, I feel cool. And then I started to think, does this person work for the chat? And you know, that just when you're just paranoid. And when I arrived to Beijing, I saw someone with the letter, with the name, and I was like, all right, we got on the we got on the bus, the little shuttle bus. It's like a coach car thing, and we got to the hotel, and then I got greeted with food, and then my name was on the hotel in the room. It's like, what's going on? Like, well, what is actually going on? And then everything started to sink in, because straight after that, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys have been seeing the jam-packed stories, just event after event, thing after thing, like visit after visit, meeting after meeting, flight after flight. And if you haven't seen my stories, you're going to see the full YouTube videos. You're going to see the full YouTube, or you probably would have seen the full YouTube videos, because I would have released this after. And I was like, this is really happening. And the experience has been insane. Like, I've managed to see China for the first time in one of the best ways possible. I've been able to experience the Xinjiang region. I've been able to visit Kashgar, Urumqi, Kuka, these places where they're just full of culture. I had no idea that there was Chinese Muslims that didn't even look Chinese, but they were Chinese. They had like their own dialect. They spoke Mandarin, but they also spoke their language from that area. And to me, it was mind-blowing that even the way that they eat, the houses were like kind of like Arabic inspired, but also Chinese inspired. It was just so much going on. And then I didn't even have enough time to process one place. Then the next thing you know, you're going to another 5-star hotel, you're catching another flight, and you're gonna have another crazy experience. And China has 1 point something billion people, like 1/8 of the world's population is in China. So here is just stimulus upon stimulus upon stimulus. And I feel like one of the things that I wish I'd done slightly better was just to experience it more. But I wanted you guys to see the whole journey. I wanted to document everything. And if the clips weren't the best, I apologize, but I wanted you guys to feel what it was like to be here, to feel what I was feeling at first hand. Of course, it's not going to be the same, because I can see, I can smell, I can touch, but I tried to give you a raw experience throughout everything. And as you saw, we were then invited by, I think it was the international director of the Chinese embassy that with international relationships. I don't know, I'm not too much of a politics guy. Where we got our prize. I got my honorary certificate, I got my gold prize, and it's been a surreal experience. Yesterday was a closing ceremony. Yesterday's when everything sort of sunk in. Yesterday's when everything kind of sunk in and was just like, oh, like, we're here, like, we really done this. We really got invited by the Chinese government to, wow, it's crazy. And I sat back down and I took a moment of just gratitude, and just like how one decision can impact just a whole trajectory of life. If I never had decided to post that video, I would have never met my partner. If I had never posted that video, I would have never had the opportunity to be here in China. And I don't believe in luck, I believe in preparation meeting opportunity, because there's been a series of events that have let things happen. So before this, like a year ago, I was helping my auntie like just open up a restaurant, and I've been trying to learn Chinese for the last maybe year or so, but I haven't been giving it everything I have. And for the last like maybe 3 months, I decided, you know what, let me just go a bit intense. Within time, again, like I've been using time as an excuse, and I've just been practicing. Yet my Chinese comprehension has gone a lot better. My understanding, my listening is grown a lot. And then I get this message within, I need to get ready and just leave within 10 days. And when I arrive, I can communicate with people, and that to me is crazy. How from one moment you don't understand anything, and you can communicate now with a whole nation, because you decided to sit down and practice something and just do something which is uncomfortable. And since I decided to do that, like, everything's changed. And I just want to give you guys a few words of advice. The words of advice that I want to give you guys is, don't care about what people think, because people are going to tell you something. People are going to give you their advice, again thinking about your best interest. But the thing that helped me just see things very clearly and just not sway the way of thinking is, would I want to be like that person in the area of advice? If someone is giving me advice upon social medias and videos and cringe, and ask myself, would I want to be like them in social media? Do they have a big social media platform? No, that's the reality of it. And the next question is, would I want to be like someone, give me advice in anything? And since I started to think like that, people try to give advice in areas that they have no idea about. I can't tell you how to fly a plane if I'm not a pilot. I can't tell you how to, I don't know, cut trees if I've never cut a tree before. And once you start to listen to people that have done the thing that you want to do, and they tell you do this and you do this, you have to stick to it. There will be a lot of noise, and it's not easy, because the thing is, you're going to be alone, you're not going to understand what you're doing, you're going to feel very demotivated because you're trying to get a result that you don't even know how it's going to come about, you don't even know how it's going to work. And that's completely normal, that's part of the journey, and you need to understand that there's going to be ups and downs. Everyone thinks there's this consistent line up, that it's going to have to go like this, but downs are important. Like before this trip, I've had a lot of downs, ups and downs, especially with social media content creation, where I felt very lost, I felt very confused, I've had no idea. But the thing that has helped me is the path illuminates as you walk it. You just need to know, you don't need to know exactly what you want to do for the rest of your life. You just need to know what you want to do now and work towards that day by day, just bit by bit. The thing, we get so overwhelmed with trying to do so much, like I need to do these massive milestones. No, it's just about putting brick by brick every single day. And I don't want to speak too much about this and overwhelm you guys, but I just want to just say that just don't care about what people think, and just, if you have this vision and you've wanted to start something and you've been procrastinating, this is your sign to do it. Like, if you guys have been watching my journey, you guys have seen it and lived it with me. So I do this not only for myself, I want you guys to experience the same thing. I want you to feel inspired and just want you to take that leap of faith. Remove all that fear of what people in 50, 60 years, no one's ever going to care about who you are, what you did, but you are going to say to yourself, oh, I regret not doing this. Now that you can do it, take action now. You have seen it firsthand. We are here in China, Beijing. Thank you so much for the support. I love you guys, honestly. I can't wait to give back. In many ways, the future looks bright. And again, you can't control the future. You can only control what you do now. And that's the most important thing. Los quiero mucho. That is Brandon Sunua out.